Hey guys, how are you doing? Running artificial intelligence locally seems complicated, but the idea is actually very simple. Instead of relying only on the cloud, you use models directly on your computer. The advantage is having more control, more privacy, and in some cases, even using AI without the internet. But then comes the question, what kind of machine do you need? Well, do you need a graphics card? How much memory? Which models are worth it? And how do you install everything without turning it into a technical nightmare? So today, I'm going to explain what really matters for you to start running AI locally. Deal? So let's get to the video. Alright, let's go. Before talking about installation, the first thing we need to understand is that local AI is not just one thing. When someone says, I want to run artificial intelligence on my computer, the right question isn't just what kind of computer do I need to have? The right question is, which model do you want to run? A small model with 1, 4, or 8 billion parameters can run on much more common machines. It won't have the same power as a giant model in the cloud, but it can already answer questions, summarize texts, help with ideas, write small pieces of code, and work without sending everything to an external server. Now, when you move up to models in the 14B, 30B, or 32B range, or larger, the conversation changes. Then, memory starts to become an issue. And here, an important term comes up. Quantization. Simply put, quantizing is making the model lighter. It loses a little bit of accuracy, but it becomes much easier to run on regular computers. That's why you'll see names like Q4, Q5, Q8, or FP16. Q4 is usually much smaller, but it's more suitable for home use. FP16, on the other hand, is much heavier and requires a lot more memory. So, what kind of machine do we need to have? Well, to start experimenting, I'd say that 16 GB of RAM is the realistic minimum. With that, you can test small models from 1B to 4B and some 7B or 8B models, but quantized. It's not a perfect experience, but it's enough to understand how local AI works. Now, if you have a machine with 16 GB to 32 GB of RAM and a dedicated GPU with 6 GB to 8 GB of VRAM, or a Mac with Apple Silicon and unified memory, that's where it gets more interesting for most people. This is where models like QN34B or 8B DeepSeek R1 in smaller versions and some models up to 12B start to make more sense. Now, if your machine has 32 GB to 64 GB of RAM, a GPU with 12 GB to 16 GB of VRAM, or a Mac with 24 GB or 32 GB of unified memory, the experience becomes much more comfortable. You can test larger models, work with more context, and use local AI in a way that's closer to what we expect from an everyday tool. And of course, there's the enthusiast level. Machines with 64 GB of RAM or more, graphics cards with 24 GB of VRAM, or setups with more than one GPU are already in another territory, on another level. That's when it starts to make sense to think about 30B, 32B models, code agents, large repositories, long documents, and heavier usage. But that's no longer the entry point, and it's not for everyone. It's for those who want to make local AI into a full workstation setup. Now, does everyone need a graphics card? Not necessarily. You can run local models with just a processor and RAM, but the speed can be much lower. The graphics card isn't the entry point. Let's say it's the accelerator. If the model fits entirely in the graphics card's VRAM, the response tends to be much faster. Now, if it doesn't fit, the system starts sharing the workload with the RAM. Then everything gets much slower. That's why RAM and VRAM aren't exactly the same thing in practice. RAM is your computer's general memory. VRAM is the memory of the graphics card. When the model fits in the VRAM, the GPU can work much better. When it doesn't fit, it can still work, but the experience tends to get much slower. A practical example helps you understand this much better. The same model can have very different sizes depending on quantization. Qwen3 QEM388 in a Q4 version can take up around 5 GB. In Q8, it's already close to 9 GB. In FP16, it can go over 16 GB. So, in summary, it's not enough to just look at the model's name. You also need to pay attention to its version. Now, which models are worth mentioning here? Well, to start and without complicating things, I would look at QM34B or 8B. They're good examples because they balance quality, size, and ease of testing. For reasoning, math, and more structured answers, DeepSec R1 in 7B, 8B, or 14B versions is still an interesting option. Now, for those who want something more general and also multimodal, it's worth mentioning Google's Llama QEM4, because it enters this new phase of open models, focusing on reasoning, workflows, programming, and multimodal understanding. For the most advanced local programming, an interesting name is North Minicode from Korea. But it's good to warn you here, even when quantized, it's not exactly lightweight. It's a model for more powerful machines. Now, it's also worth mentioning models like Llama 4 Scout, Llama 4 Maverick, and GLM 5.2 to explain something important. An open model doesn't mean it's easy to run. Some of these models are huge. So, even when the weights are available, that doesn't mean your laptop will realistically be able to run everything. In some cases, realistic local use still depends on very powerful hardware or running things in the cloud. Well, what if I want to run it on my own computer? To install it today, there are two main ways. If you want something easy, you can use LM Studio. Why? It's more user-friendly for those who want to download the model, open a visual interface, and chat without having to mess around with the terminal too much. It's a good option to show local AI to someone who's just starting out, okay? Now, if you want something simple, lightweight, and widely used by developers, the way to go is Llama. After installing, you open the terminal, run the commands available on the installation page, then the model is downloaded, and you can start chatting locally with the AI. I already have other videos here on the channel explaining exactly how you do this. The process is very simple. You just need to open your terminal. First, you will need to install Llama, then you will paste the code into your terminal, and from there, the installation is done automatically. After that, you will open Llama, and the model you just installed will already appear there so you can use it locally without needing an internet connection. So, it makes things a lot easier because you have these two options. Either you use LM Studio, which is more user-friendly and has a more inviting interface, or you go straight to Llama, which has a nice interface that you can also run on your computer. But then you just need to have a little bit of experience to copy the code, paste it into your terminal, and install the model locally. So, in the end, running it locally, it's not about completely replacing the cloud. It's about having a second option. For private tasks, testing, learning, simple automations, programming, and offline use, it makes perfect sense. Now, for huge tasks, cutting-edge models, and extremely complex answers, the cloud will still remain very strong. The secret here is to understand the balance. A small model for convenience, a medium model for quality, and a large model only when you really have the hardware for it. And the sentence that sums it all up is this: don't buy a machine thinking you'll run all of ChatGPT on your PC. Think about the model you want and can run. So, is it worth it? Do you run models locally? Which ones? Let me know in the comments, okay? I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye.